Emmy is suffering from arthritis in her fingers. Her doctor said that she got it in a very unusual way, different than most people. What Emmy thinks is that it's because of the yoga. She is sure that it was because of the wrong use to her fingers in those postures over years and years of practice and repetition. She doesn't want anyone of us to experience that. She says if you can't do it the right way, then don't do the postures. You can live without the postures, but you cannot live with the pain. We've got to listen to her. She's really warning us from her experience. The idealized position for your fingers in these postures is that just the tips of the fingers are pushing into the floor and the fingers are as straight as you can, and there's a large arch underneath your palm. So if you look at this example, you'll see that there's a small bird under the fingers and the hand. That's what Emmy likes to refer to as the bird cage. We're always trying to protect that bird cage. In the non-idealized version, you can see that the fingers are slipping out, and so the bird that would be in the bird cage would be getting smushed. We want to prevent that. So the way to prevent that is to come high up on your fingertips from the beginning and actively press down instead of letting the fingers slide out. If you look at these two examples of crane, you'll see the differences in the fingers. This is really hard stuff. It's hard to keep it just on the fingertips instead of all of the pads and the fingers. So the first example is the fingers sliding out and the hands pressing down and the bird cage being lost. So in this example, the bird would be smushed. If you look at the second example, then this person is on the fingertips. There's lots of room for the bird cage. This is not only a better looking posture, it's also safer for your fingers. Emmy has a great finger exercise to work on understanding how it feels to really use the fingertips and straight fingers instead of letting the finger pads crush into the floor. So if you have your fingers and you bring them all together, so all 10 of your fingers are pressing into each other, and look at all that space that is between those hands. So that's what your goal is. Then you can feel what it feels like to press into each other, especially all the way through the elbows and even into the shoulders. Another way to work on these finger positions is to press into a wall and do push-ups so that you're again putting some pressure on them, but not your entire body weight yet. It's a way to get stronger fingers. We said this at the beginning of this, but really this idea of do it the right way or just skip the postures for right now. It's really more healthy to live with healthy joints than it is with great postures.